So, okay, so the first round is Frankenberry versus the Applejacks.
Oh my god.
The Trix Rabbit, Blueberry, the Honey Nut Cheerios Bee versus the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Crunchies.
Wow.
We really just called them that, huh? Like, we really couldn't find what they're actually called.
Yeah, we're just running with Crunchies. The Mini Wheat versus Count Chocula. Rice Krispies Snap Crackle Pop versus the Nesquik Rabbit. Sunny the Cuckoo Bird from Cocoa Puffs versus Captain Crunch. Lucky the Leprechaun versus Tony the Tiger. So that means our last matchup is Fruit Loops Toucan Sam versus Chip the Wolf from Cookie Crisp. Alright, so this is our bracket. Anyway, Frankenberry versus the Applejacks. What do you guys think?
Thinking, like, you see the picture? Are they always at each other's throats like that?
No, this is just a picture that I picked from Google Images. I thought it was badass.
Well, you see, we have to assume, based on what you're showing us, that this is what they're like.
But you gotta consider that Frankenberry is Frankenstein, right?
Frankenstein, if Frankenberry is anything like Frankenstein, he moves very lethargically, and he looks like he's literally coked up. Look at his eyes. Look at his face.
That is not someone who is coked up. Frankenstein is also 8 feet tall, and if we use that as a reference point for Frankenberry, then, and you also gotta consider that Applejacks are literally an apple and a cinnamon stick. I think.
Well, we can compare them to the size of the bowl in the photo. So if we look at a picture of Applejacks,
yes.
I think I might have to change my vote to Frankenberry.
I think it's Frankenberry in a landslide.
But here's the thing, bro. Like, I feel like Applejack and the cinnamon stick are ruthless. You know, like Frankenberry holds back. Like Applejack, he'll eat you out from the ass to the mouth.
I think Cinnamon might enter you.
They could go right through you and just kill you.
Like,
that's true.
They know, and just like
they might.
They could kill you from the inside out.
My vote is with the Applejack.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Tay?
Well, yeah, I argued Applejacks, bro.
Okay, yeah, I'm with Applejacks too. That means it's unanimous. Applejacks is moving on.
Applejacks moving on.
Let's move on to match 2.
I'm going Blueberry 100%. The Trix Rabbit is a little bitch. He gets bullied by 2 kids in every commercial.
That's
like,
true.
Bro, any time he gets the shit out of those little fuckers.
That's true. But
Bro, he would piss his pants if he saw Blueberry. He'd be so scared.
You gotta consider what are Blueberry's abilities as a ghost.
What is the Trix Rabbit gonna do to Blueberry?
But what is Blueberry gonna do to the Trix Rabbit?
Scare the shit out of him. The Trix Bunny has his feelings destroyed by 2 kids every commercial. Now Blueberry has a nice hat and a bow tie, indicative of high intelligence.
This is true. But I just keep going back to the same point. What can Blueberry do within the physical realm? How is he gonna beat the Trix Rabbit in a fight? Is he just gonna emotionally wear him down? Because I don't see how. Like, is he a poltergeist? Can he move shit around, or can he just scare people?
On the old Blueberry box, there's a picture of him pouring milk into the bowl of cereal, so he can hold a jar of milk. He's pouring the milk into the bowl.
His grip on it doesn't make any sense, which makes me think he's levitating it.
Well, in other things, it looks like he's levitating the marshmallows, so you never know.
But it's the same argument. If he can levitate things, he can win.
No, he's pouring it.
Yeah, I think that's a solid argument in favor of Blueberry.
I gotta go with the Blueberry, you know? Like, I feel like he would, like, psychologically traumatize the rabbit.
Can we agree on Blueberry?
At least to the point where you can beat him over the head with the pitcher of milk.
Okay, the point is, we can argue this later, but the point is, Blueberry beats the Trix Rabbit, right?
Blueberry 100%.
Okay, Blueberry's moving on. Now, let's move on to these 2.
Okay, this one is very obvious to me.
Me too.
Buzz from Honey Nut Cheerios can fly, and the fucking Crazy Squares doesn't have arms, so what's he gonna do?
They move shit around, though. Their corners move.
I still think, like, they can't fly and they don't have arms. How could they win?
Okay, look. The fight has to end somehow. And in my mind, I think that the only thing the Honey Nut Cheerios Bee has going for him is that he can evade attacks. Once the crazy squares get him in their grasps, he's done. You also have to remember that in crazy squares, it implies that there are many of them, and the commercials imply that they come in packs. And I don't think that the single Honey Nut Bee is going to be able to beat many literally crazy squares.
Okay, I have a very strong counter argument.
They're stealing all the honey for the Honey Nut cereal. Oh no, we gotta get it back. Hey, Yellow Jacket,
I didn't know he had it.
Oh,
Honey
I
wand.
see.
When you look at that honey wand, I told you.
I see. Look, I'm just saying, I think hands down, now that you've mentioned this, the bee wins this round. But I think we do have to consider that they are bees, and everything they do is on a smaller scale than, say, a Tony the Tiger.
But yeah, definitely.
For this round, the bee moves on.
I don't even want to discuss this one. The mini wheat fucking loses.
Mini Wheats loses. Yeah, no, we're not gonna. Yeah, fuck Mini Wheats. I'm actually gonna delete him.
Mini wheat loses. Fuck that guy.
Oh
Here
my
we go.
god.
Rice Krispies
Chunky
versus
vampire.
Nesquik.
It's literally just 3 versus 1, and one's a bunny. So
And I would get really fed up with Snack Crackle and Pop's positivity.
True.
they're just gonna like make you go literally insane.
Yeah, I think they're relatively evenly matched physicality wise, but it just comes down to the fact that there's 3 of them and there's 1 of him.
Yo, you see Pop, I think the guy in the red?
Yeah,
It looks like he has some sort of like military uniform.
that's true. That could mean that he has military training.
I thought he worked on a train.
No, look at his shoulders. He has the shoulder things, you know?
I think we agree they move on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Next
Including
matchup.
Future rounds.
This one's a hard one, but like that, he's literally cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
He's insane.
I think this is a really hard matchup because on one hand it's a full-size man versus a bird, but also he's literally cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Well, is it a bird-sized man?
That's what I'm looking up right
Is
now.
it a man-sized bird? Is it a man-sized
We need to
bird?
do some research. I think here. Hold on. Let me.
Oh
send
wait,
this.
look. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Check this out. Now here you can see 2 human
Oh my
scientists.
god.
He is roughly half their size, so let's say he's roughly 3 feet tall. You got to assume the captain also, similarly to Pop, the captain also may have a military ranking.
Instead, I definitely feel like some Vietnam vets could definitely kick the shit out of me. Like, no
True,
question.
but I think Captain Crunch is too mild-mannered, and I think the Cocoa Puffs bird will do anything to get his Cocoa Puffs, and therefore he has the motivation to kill Captain Crunch.
No,
Yeah, I think it would be a very close fight that the cuckoo bird would end up winning.
I think it's just sheer. I think it comes down to sheer will. I think it comes down to sheer will, and I think it's the cuckoo bird. Here we are. He's moved on. We're moving on. Now, this one is no contest, right?
Hey, okay, this one is a joke. We all know
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
this
okay.
guy. I'm pretty sure he's like not just a regular tiger. He's like an athlete tiger already.
Yeah.
He has thumbs. He has
Yeah.
thumbs.
He does have thumbs. That's insane. Let's just forget about that. Sorry for Lucky the Leprechaun. It was just an unfortunate matchup. All right. Okay. Should be our final matchup. Toucan
Yeah, that one's
Sam
good too.
versus the Cookie Crisp Wolf. It's pretty easy. But
Toucan
Yeah.
Sam can't even keep his kids in check.
so, Applejacks versus Blueberry.
Blueberry definitely doesn't have the same psychological advantage that he had over the kids.
No, I
Right,
don't
but
think so.
listen. Remember what our argument for Mad Apple and Cinnamon were?
They can't attack Blueberry from the inside.
Look at the looks on their faces. They're fucking.
They're
Why?
definitely in it to win it.
Wait. Is Cinnamon holding a javelin?
I'd just like to let it be known that this is not an official Applejacks art piece. This was taken from Google Images. I'm not sure how accurate it is.
Yeah, no, Jared, the picture you got is not like that at all. The actual mascots, Cinnamon, is like.
Yeah, they are. Well, I mean, some of these look a little bit scary still, but I think you're right. They are kind of.
Honestly,
They look like
if
stoners.
I had seen this earlier, I probably would have chosen Frankenberry.
I still think the Applejacks got it in them, but I don't think they can beat Blueberry. I don't know if anybody can beat Blueberry because of his supernatural abilities.
I think there are some people that can defeat Blueberry that I have in my
All
mind.
right. Well, for now, I think we can agree that Blueberry is moving on, right?
I think
Yeah.
so. That,
Okay. Now, Count Chocula versus the Bee. Now, Count
That's pretty
Chocula
obvious
didn't
too, I
didn't have a huge showing in his first round because it was so easy. It was almost a bye.
Well, He has the magic honey wand, but what's that going to do to it? Like
Oh,
Count
come
Chocula?
on.
This bee's way bigger than a normal bee, so you gotta account for that. It's gonna be faster.
I know he's
No,
a
he's the same
regular.
size. Yeah, he's a regular bee. You gotta take into account that Count Chocula, while he might be moving a slower speed, is way bigger. So I'm not sure if the honey wand would be as effective against him.
Like, what if he gets that honey wand like directly into his eye? If he gets honey to both his eyes, he's blind.
Still, I still think he'd win overall. It's to the death.
Yeah, I think Count Chocula has it over the bee. I think in
There's
another
no-
world, the bee might have a better chance at getting further in this bracket, but against Count Chocula, it's no contest in my mind.
Count Chocula is not leaving unscathed.
No,
Definitely not.
but he's moving on nevertheless. Snap Crackle Pop versus the Cocoa Puffs bird.
I would definitely take Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
But they're small,
Yeah.
aren't they? They're really small. They're the size of the bowl.
They
Oh.
are?
I think so.
If they're the size of the bowl, then we have to reevaluate some things because I'd take the Nesquik rabbit for sure.
Look, they're the size of this
They're
phone.
tiny.
They're very small.
How big is the Nesquik bunny? We have to find that out.
He's like the size of a dude.
Oh, wait, look. He's not that big. He's not the size of a regular
Okay.
human.
He could fit Snap, Crackle, and Pop under one of his feet.
Sure.
Let's put these guys
Yeah.
back. Unfortunately, it's an upset. We got to go back. But
Awesome.
this,
I
this
can't believe
is an
they
even
did
match.
this.
You've also got to consider. I don't remember if this is entirely accurate, but if I remember correctly, the Cocoa Puffs bird gets injured gravely in every single commercial in his quest for Cocoa Puffs, yet always manages to bounce back unscathed. So he has the potential to take a lot of damage without really feeling it.
Wow.
Yeah, that is someone who's coked up, okay? You can't convince
Yeah.
me otherwise. This guy is on some shit. He has crackhead powers.
I think we got to move Sunny on,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he just wants Cocoa Puffs.
right? Okay, it's Sunny. All right, now this is something.
We've seen him in commercials. Tony the Tiger towers over children.
He does indeed end up
We
here.
also have to take into account that this is a tiger that can, well, obviously act as a tiger, but can also walk on two legs and has thumbs.
Okay, here's Tony the Tiger next to a bunch of kids.
Look
He's
at this guy. This guy's built like a fucking Dorito.
he's huge. He's an upside down triangle. Yes,
Is that a baseball team or a church choir?
it's some kind of sports team.
Garrett, play it. I want to know what that is.
All right, sure. I think it's baseball. Or no, it's volleyball or something.
All of the sports.
Wait, but what is that? Why are
I
they
don't
behind
know.
the fence?
They're just a choir. Look at this
You will
vehicle.
watch him fail tremendously in every commercial
He's
you put.
also clearly a fucking idiot. What's he thinking? He's gonna fly in that bathtub?
But look at this. Look where the Cookie Crisp Wolf is right now. He's in the sky. Okay, he's really high up. Now look, he falls and he gets back up.
Tony the Tiger is a cat. He would actually land on his feet. He wouldn't take any damage.
That's a good point.
If Tony the Tiger hits the ground, that's a 9.7 magnitude earthquake.
I wanted to put up a fight for the Cookie Crisp Wolf, but I just don't think there's an argument to be made. I think it's pretty clear here. Tony's moving on.
I have a huge dick.
Yeah, Tony's packing. Now,
Oh my god.
Booberry versus Count Chocula. I think Count Chocula is the best matchup against Booberry because they're both supernatural beings. But Booberry he's a ghost. He can interact with the real world. He's pretty much untouchable.
He can do it at will. Like,
Can he do it at will, or is he always
I
solid?
think so.
Yeah, look, he can
Look,
go
he
between.
appeared out of nowhere.
He goes between the two, and he's interacting with a chain. Oh, wait,
He's absolutely
did you
terrible.
see that?
No, Frankenberry's already. Oh, what the fuck?
Look. They
So you
locked him
can
up.
grab him. You can get a hand on him.
No, they only grabbed him because they had a chain around him.
He got
Also,
back
oh my
in.
god, oh my god.
He got back in.
Yeah, no, this guy, he wins. Blueberry, I'm taking Blueberry.
It's gotta be.
Blueberry is literally like messing with their minds. It's all a psychological game for him.
It's gotta be
I'm going
Blueberry.
Blueberry. I don't think
Are we all agreed on Blueberry?
Blueberry. Moving
Okay.
down. Moving.
Now,
Yeah.
this may seem easy at first, but we have to consider this guy's crackhead nature.
I feel like Tony the Tiger could just pick him up and snap him in half with ease.
As cracked out as he is, I don't think he can run faster than Tony the Tiger.
Sonny the Cuckoo Bird was being put up against other people that are about his size. Tony the Tiger is like 8'5" or
Yeah,
something.
this is ridiculous,
8 foot
honestly.
build.
All right, are we agreed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there's
Okay.
no contest here. But
All right.
this is interesting.
Here's
This
our
is
final
a
two.
battle. This I don't. Oh my god.
Wait, we don't
So are we gonna
discuss. We're gonna do a debate on this.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna split up into teams of 2. We're gonna discuss the merits. We're gonna come back with a presentation on each of them. So before we break, we're gonna come up with the teams. Here we go. It's gonna be Steve-O and
Oh my god.
Tay. Oh, and Dylan. All right, it's me and Tay versus Steve-O and Dylan.
Wait, so who's taking which side?
So
Steven, I'll actually let you choose. Who do you want to?
I don't know, because I could argue both sides. It's a really tough competition. Let's just do Tony the Tiger. I'm okay with doing Tony the Tiger.
We're taking Tony.
all right, okay. Steven and Dylan are taking Tony. Me and Tay are taking Blueberry. We're gonna stop the recording for a little bit. We'll decompress, have a chat, maybe a smoke, and then we'll split off into our calls and do our thing. So yeah.
Absolutely.